Your dog has been keeping a secret from you every single day since the moment you brought them home, and almost every owner in America walks right past it. Here's the part that stops people cold. Your dog does not see you as a human being, at least not the way you think they do. Somewhere deep inside that brain, in circuitry that took over 15,000 years to build, they have filed you under a category that has no equal anywhere else in the entire animal kingdom. And once I explain what that category actually is, and what science has measured happening inside their skull when they simply look at you, you are never going to see your dog the same way again. I have spent decades in the exam room, and I have watched thousands of dogs light up the instant their owner's voice drifts down the hallway. I promise you, by the time we are done here, you will understand exactly what is firing off inside their head in that moment. Because this is not affection the way we casually throw the word around. This is measurable, testable brain chemistry, and the numbers behind it are honestly staggering. One study found a single behavior between you and your dog can raise a bonding hormone by more than 300% in just a few minutes, and most owners are doing it by accident without any idea of the power they are holding. Let me set this up honestly. Most people assume their dog sees them as a pack leader, or a walking food dispenser, or at best a good friend. Those ideas feel comforting, but the science has quietly blown past every single one of them. I have had clients sit in my office and tear up when I explain what is really going on, because the truth turns out to be warmer and far stranger than any of the old folklore. And here is why it actually matters. When you finally understand what you are to your dog, you start treating the whole relationship differently, and their quality of life climbs. Dogs who feel securely bonded carry lower baseline stress, show fewer behavior problems, and in several studies show measurably healthier stress hormone patterns over their entire lives. This is not a soft, sentimental topic. This is the literal foundation of your dog's well-being. Now, over the years, so many of my clients kept asking me the same thing. Could I please put all of my recommendations in one place? The calming routines, the bonding exercises, the enrichment games, the simple recipes I hand out for anxious dogs and aging dogs. So I finally sat down and did it. I gathered everything I have leaned on in practice into one simple guide, and you can grab it at the link in the description or in the pinned comment. If your dog falls apart when you leave, if they seem wound up and anxious, or if you just want to deepen a bond that is already good, it is the very first thing I would put in your hands. All right, let us get into what you really are to your dog. Number 1, you are not their pack leader, you are their parent. For years, the entire dog world was obsessed with dominance, alpha roles, and being the leader of the pack. Throw all of that out. Researchers took a famous psychology test designed for human babies, called the Strange Situation, and ran a careful version of it with dogs. Here is how it works. They put a dog in an unfamiliar room, first with their owner, then with a friendly stranger. When the owner was present, the dogs explored confidently, played, and stayed relaxed. The moment the owner walked out and only the stranger remained, the dogs stopped playing, went straight to the door, and searched for one specific person. When the owner came back, they settled almost instantly. That is not pack behavior. That is textbook secure attachment, the exact same pattern a 1-year-old child shows toward a parent. Your dog is not looking up at you as the top of some hierarchy. They are anchored to you the way a toddler is anchored to their mother. You are their safe base, the fixed point they measure the entire world against. Number 2, your voice and your scent physically rewrite your dog's stress chemistry, and you can use this on purpose. When you leave the house, your dog's stress hormone, cortisol, can begin climbing within minutes, and their heart rate rises into a low-grade state of alert. But watch what happens when your presence comes back into the room in any form at all. Researchers played recordings of owners' voices to dogs left alone, and their stress signals dropped almost immediately, not to just any human voice, specifically to their own person. Then at Emory University, scientists trained dogs to lie still and fully awake inside an MRI scanner, and they discovered something remarkable. When they piped in different smells, one scent, and only one, set off a surge of activity in the caudate nucleus, the brain's reward and anticipation center. It was not food. It was not another dog. It was the scent of their own human. So here is a trick I give every client with a nervous dog. Before you leave, take an old t-shirt you have slept in, unwashed, and tuck it into their bed. And if you will be gone a while, leave a recording of your voice on a cheap speaker set to play softly 2 or 3 times a day. You are not fooling them. You are literally handing their brain the exact chemical anchor it is searching for. Number 3, your dog reads your face with a precision most humans cannot match, and then their body quietly copies your emotions. When you look at another person, your eyes drift first to the right side of their face, which is the left side from your point of view, because that half carries the most honest emotion. Scientists call it the left gaze bias. And here is the shock. Your dog does the very same thing, but only when looking at human faces, never at other dogs, and never at objects. They evolved a reading system aimed straight at us. It goes deeper than reading, though. Dogs catch our feelings the way we catch a yawn. In one study, dogs were more than twice as likely to yawn in response to their own owner's yawn than a stranger's, and their inner state syncs to yours. When researchers measured heart rate variability, a dog's nervous system began to mirror their owner's within minutes. If you walk in the door tense and short of breath, your dog's body starts tilting toward that same tension. So when your dog crosses the room on a hard day and quietly lays their head in your lap, understand that they did not guess. They read it in your face and felt it in their own chest, and they chose to come. Number 4, the way your dog wags is a full sentence, and you are only hearing half of it. Almost everyone believes a wagging tail simply means a happy dog. Not quite. It is not just whether they wag, it is which direction. When a dog feels something positive, seeing their owner come home or greeting a familiar friend, the wag skews to the right side of their body. When they feel uneasy or wary of a stranger, the wag skews to the left. And other dogs actually read this. In an Italian study, dogs shown video of a right-leaning wag stayed calm, while dogs shown a left-leaning wag had their own heart rates climb and grew visibly anxious. But the tail is only one word. Watch the whole sentence. A soft, blinking eye and a loose, wiggly body mean a relaxed, happy dog. A tail held high and stiff with a fast little vibrating wag is not friendly. It is aroused and unsure. Ears pinned back with a low tail and a tucked posture is a dog quietly asking you to slow down. Your dog has been speaking this language every single day, waiting for you to finally listen. Number 5, when you and your dog look into each other's eyes, both of your brains flood with the exact chemical a mother and her newborn share. This is the discovery that ties everything together. In 2015, a study in the journal Science measured oxytocin, the bonding hormone, in dogs and their owners before and after they spent quiet time together. The dogs who gazed longest into their owner's eyes showed an oxytocin jump of up to 130%. And here is the loop that stunned researchers. Their owner's oxytocin climbed by up to 300% in return. You look at your dog, their bonding hormone rises, that makes them gaze at you more, which raises yours, which makes you nurture them more. It is a closed feedback circle, the identical loop that bonds a human parent to their baby. And when scientists ran the same test on hand-raised wolves, the loop simply did not fire. This is not a wild animal instinct. It is something dogs evolved to do only with us. That is why a slow, soft few seconds of eye contact with your dog, paired with gentle words, is one of the most powerful bonding tools you own, and it costs you nothing. Number 6, your dog absorbs your stress across their entire life, not just in the moment. In 2019, Swedish researchers measured a long-term stress marker locked into the hair of dogs and their owners, going back months. The dog's stress levels tracked their owners almost perfectly. A calm, steady owner tended to raise a calm, steady dog, and a chronically stressed owner tended to raise a dog carrying that same heavy load in their body. Your dog is not just reading the mood you are in this second. Over months and years, they are slowly tuning their whole baseline nervous system to match yours. And they track your patterns too. Dogs read the rhythm of your day, the sounds and smells that build up as your return gets closer, which is why so many wait at the window right before you pull in. You are not just present in your dog's life, you are the metronome their whole body keeps time to. So let me tell you what you actually are to your dog. You are not the leader of their pack. You are not simply their owner. You are their secure base, the parent their entire nervous system organizes itself around. You are the one voice that drops their stress in seconds, the one scent that lights up the reward center of their brain, the one face their eyes evolved specifically to read, and the one living being who can flood their mind with the same chemistry that binds a mother to her child. Your dog does not see a human when they look at you. They see the single presence their entire biology was built across 15,000 years to find. They see home. I want to leave you with one gentle reminder, veterinarian to dog lover. Everything I have shared today comes from real science and decades in practice, but it is meant to help you understand and enrich your dog, not to replace hands-on care. If your dog is showing serious separation distress, ongoing anxiety, or any change in behavior or health, please talk with your own veterinarian because nothing beats a professional who can examine your dog in person. Take care of them and let them keep taking care of you.